and you talked to the president of Mexico, you already talked to Nicolas Maduro. Have you considered talking to the president of Colombia, whom you call a drug leader?
No, I haven't really thought too much about him. He's been fairly hostile to the United States, and I haven't given him a lot of thought. He's going to have himself some big problems if he doesn't wise up. Colombia is producing a lot of drugs. They have cocaine factories that they make cocaine, as you know, and they sell it right into the United States. So he better wise up, or he'll be next. He'll be next too. And I hope he's listening. He's going to be next. Yes,
Mr. President.
Because we don't like people when they kill people, and they sell drugs. They kill them in the United States, and Colombia is a major manufacturer of drugs, meaning cocaine in particular, as you know.
Today, 195 years after the last proclamation, and my greetings from the streets of Caracas to the people of Colombia, and I say to the people of Colombia, sooner rather than later we must refound. Gran Colombia, the people of Venezuela, the people of Colombia, plains, along with the cherished people of Colombia, are all brothers and sisters, truly children of the same loving Father, and indeed children of the same glorious flag, proudly displaying its yellow, blue, and red hues, a magnificent banner originally drawn by the visionary Miranda.
U.S. President Donald Trump has issued a direct warning to Colombian President Gustavo Petro, urging him to rethink his strategy on combating drugs. Trump said Petro could be the next target after Maduro if Colombia doesn't tighten its fight against narco-trafficking.
Well, thank you very much. It's been an interesting day from the standpoint of news. As you probably know, we've just seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela, a large tanker, very large. Largest one ever seized, actually. And other things are happening, so you'll be seeing that later, and you'll be talking about that later with some other people.
Yeah. And you talked to the president of Mexico, you already talked to Nicolas Maduro. Have you considered talking to the president of Colombia, whom you call a drug leader?
No, I haven't really thought too much about him. He's been fairly hostile to the United States, and I haven't given him a lot of thought. He's going to have himself some big problems if he doesn't wise up. Colombia is producing a lot of drugs. They have cocaine factories that they make cocaine, as you know, and they sell it right into the United States. So he better wise up, or he'll be next. He'll be next too. And I hope he's listening. He's going to be next. Yes,
Mr. President.
Because we don't like people when they kill people, and they sell drugs. They kill them in the United States, and Colombia is a major manufacturer of drugs, meaning cocaine in particular, as you know.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Multiple House Republicans in recent weeks stated
A little more about this Venezuelan oil tanker and share a little more information.
Well, I'll let the people do it, but you see the result, and I guess they probably have released the pictures by now or pretty soon. You'll discuss that with the appropriate people later on, but no, it was seized for a very good reason.
Mr. President, tell us about Cuba.
To you, the Nobel Peace Prize, and she left Venezuela at a great risk to make it to the ceremony. There is a risk she could be arrested, actually. What would happen if she's arrested? What message do you send, or would you send to Nicolas Maduro?
Well, arrested by who? The Nobel Prize Committee? That's probably the ones that would arrest. I don't know anything about it. She was very gracious. She said I should have gotten the Nobel Prize, and I don't, I'm doing this to save lives. I'm not doing it for any other reason. But no, I don't like if she would be arrested. No, I wouldn't be happy with that.
Mr. President,
Senate Republicans
Meanwhile, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has reignited old geopolitical flames, calling on Colombians to reunite and re-establish Gran Colombia, the historic republic that vanished nearly 200 years ago.
Long live popular power! We continue building a truly powerful democracy, and that is why it is a democracy with a fully empowered people. Some talk about democracy in a vacuum. What Bolivar and Simon Rodriguez called aerial republic. Well, to those who talk about democracy in a vacuum, we say, open your eyes, my friend. And look, the Venezuelan people are out in the streets, showing their power day after day, constantly. And we have to keep building. Every day, the inherent strength and collective power of a nation and the true and enduring foundation of a country's power is its people. Their deeply held values and principles, their comprehensive education and intellectual development, their rich and diverse culture and heritage, their critical awareness and informed understanding, their robust organizational strength and collective unity, their profound ability to genuinely govern themselves and their affairs, and not merely be aerial governments that lack real connection or substance. Shut away in presidential palaces, forgetting the people who are out in the streets, fighting for their lives. In Venezuela, with the Bolivarian Revolution, the aerial governments came to an end, and we are moving toward building a communal state of justice and freedom. Power for whom exactly? For what purpose? So that the oligarchies and the right can keep ruling. That's democracy. Power for whom? For the people. The profound and transformative power of education, the enriching and diverse power of culture, the comprehensive and strategic power of politics, and the formidable and essential power of arms. With the creation of the Bolivarian militia, the peasant militia. Social power, cultural power, organizational power, political power, and governmental power within the designated territory, and military power. Here is the commander of the militia, right? A round of applause for Major General Romero Bolivar, General Commander of the Bolivarian militia. Long live the peasant militia! Long live the workers' militia! More than 6,200,000 militiamen! And who are today's militiamen? They are the brave, courageous soldiers of Bolivar and Ezequiel Zamora, the empowered people, organized for the integral defense of the homeland. And the one who revived Bolivar's original idea in Venezuela, and the one who brought Ezequiel Zamora to live in these times. The great leader, Bolivarian, original, authentic, and brave, without double standards, a true Bolivarian without double standards, the one who brought about the awakening of Bolivarian consciousness in Latin America and the Caribbean, and the one who brought true democratization to this society, our eternal commander, Hugo Rafael Chavez Frias. And let it burn them. To whoever it truly burns, and if it genuinely burns, then let them scratch. And if it persistently itches, then they should certainly scratch it. Let it truly fall upon them, and if it indeed falls upon them, then let them properly deal with it too. I deeply, profoundly, and unequivocally love the vibrant, bustling streets, teeming with passionately mobilized people who are bravely fighting for justice and equality, because our very essence, our foundational principles, and our enduring spirit truly originate and firmly come from the heart of these very streets, from the diverse, resilient neighborhoods, from the expansive, fertile countryside, and from the powerful, democratic union assemblies. I was never, I am certainly not now, and I unequivocally declare that I never, ever want to be a powerful, influential, and immensely wealthy billionaire magnate detached from the struggles of the common people. I was, I am, and I always will forever be Nicolas Maduro Moros, the humble kid from the neighborhoods, the dedicated workers' president, the true people's president. That's why Look, that chant, I hadn't heard that chant before. Let's listen to it properly on the count of 3. Silence, as if I were about to tell some gossip, and you all, everyone, quiet. I've got a few little bits of gossip to tell you right now. So spicy. Peace and life. Long live the peace and life of the people of Venezuela and the peoples of the world. Today, as well, we must remember the Father, the eternal leader, the greatest and most influential political military leader in the entire history of the Americas, our revered liberator Simón Bolívar. I respectfully invoke him and bring him into the sacred presence of his beloved people to remember him eternally and honor his enduring legacy. 195 long years ago, at this very precise hour, on a significant day just like today, the great liberator, already with his very last breaths and fading strength, in his bed, grievously stabbed, feeling profoundly betrayed by Santander, deeply betrayed by Juan José Flores, and utterly betrayed by Páez, stabbed not just physically, but also morally and emotionally. He, despite his severe condition, painstakingly dictated his very last and most significant proclamation to the world. In Santa Marta, my greetings to the people of Santa Marta. Today, 195 years after the last proclamation, and my greetings from the streets of Caracas to the people of Colombia, and I say to the people of Colombia, sooner rather than later we must refound. Gran Colombia, the people of Venezuela, the people of Colombia, the people of Cúcuta, Bucaramanga, Medellín, Cali, Cartagena, Barranquilla, Bogotá, the diverse peoples of Táchira, Zulia, Falcón, Caracas, the vibrant East, and the expansive plains, along with the cherished people of Colombia, are all brothers and sisters, truly children of the same loving Father, and indeed children of the same glorious flag, proudly displaying its yellow, blue, and red hues, a magnificent banner originally drawn by the visionary Miranda. The vibrant yellow, representing the profound wealth of spirituality and the unwavering courage of the people, and also symbolizing the abundant riches of our fertile lands, which will absolutely never be plundered by any gringo invader, nor indeed by any existing oppressive empire. The blue, the vast wealth of our seas and the ocean that surrounds us and also separates us from the ancient old empire and from the emerging new empires. And the vibrant red, the precious blood that was valiantly shed by our courageous grandfathers and our resilient grandmothers, so that today, in this present moment, we could truly be a free, a truly independent, and a truly sovereign people forevermore. Alert, Colombia! Alert! 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 It's on the move!